That's beautiful that it's Captain Falcon and the Crimson Chin. All is right in the world. Crimson Chin plays Captain Falcon.
So I got 2 questions about GDX.
GDX?
Okay, first, are you going next year?
Yeah, I mean, I got a free pass.
Oh, yeah. And second,
No?
yeah, I know, I haven't gotten my free pass yet.
What a game. This is most definitely a remnant from the Ashes.
Yeah, when's the Melee tournament?
When's the doubles tournament?
When's the Amiibo tournament?
When did you get here? He's been here.
Yeah.
No, he's been out there and in here.
I just played against the Amiibo Mario. I almost won.
Alright.
It's cheating. He has spirits on. He has a spirit that allows him to go fast and hit hard. Okay, so we got
Retro Ken versus Crimson. The Crimson Chin
versus the Crimson, and it seems like
Chin. Don't forget the Chin. Fairly Odd Parents.
The Chin.
Man, I should have entered as my name, the Nega Chin.
Okay, so Retro Ken is winning right now.
Yeah, definitely playing more safe than what I would say I'd see from Hermit. Definitely spacing and being much more patient than what I've seen from other players that come here. Especially Muffle, because he's garbage.
So what I've seen from watching Ivysaur and playing as Ivysaur is that his forward air is really good.
It is very good, and one of the most underrated moves for him, I feel like, is actually Neutral B, because it does 24.4 damage.
Yeah.
That's what I use it for.
And also, it may be also, I don't know if this would actually work, but maybe it could be used as a landing option, because I think the whole... And so, Retro Kenny takes game 1.
No, I've heard of Letter Kenny. Alright, so Retro Kenny definitely taking the first game very convincingly. It was smart of him to mostly use Ivysaur for the matchup, as it's a very good character to be used against Falcon. Definitely has the tools to outrange him. Down air very good against Falcon since his recovery is very susceptible to it. Now we have Crimson Chin.
We have Hero changing. We have him changing Hero. Maybe that's to counter side B from Ivysaur. I don't know.
I don't know if he just counter one move.
I think that he also kind of just wants to play Hero right now.
No, Hero's actually pretty good as a character if you can space out.
I feel like he's more.
Yeah, manipulate RNG. Like if you're a speedrunner, Hero's your character. Because then you can say you've either had like a PB or like the run of your life, and then you just lost the bad RNG. You're used to it. Definitely looks like he's taking his time a bit more.
Switching to Ivysaur here. Ooh.
Hero's got a very good recovery. And you can see he's not using a lot of his mana. It looks like he's being very conservative.
We got the Charizard out. Is Charizard going to stay out for long?
I don't see it staying out for too long.
I think that he's going to switch to Squirtle now.
That's dead. That's going to be a crit.
Yeah.
Aww. Looks like he got bounce off. So it's definitely going to be staying... Oh, I thought he was going to stay Squirtle for a minute. Wait out bounce.
I would say maybe change to Charizard right now for a kill, so then you could switch to Squirtle and get a big combo. But
nah, Ivysaur has a lot of combo and kill power. Actually, ironically, some people I've talked to actually think he's the worst now. because of how they buffed Charizard and how he's just really good now, and with the advancements people have been making with Squirtle.
I think that might be because Tweak said that Charizard, Ivysaur is the worst of the three before, so maybe that might be it.
Well, was that before or after the buff to Charizard?
That was it was at Evo, so I don't know. It was at Evo, so I don't know.
It doesn't take away. Yeah. Muffle's right behind me. He said even if he's the worst of the three, it doesn't take away from the fact all three very good characters.
I would say they all have strengths in their own department. Squirtle can get really Squirtle can like in specific things. Squirtle can get a 0 to death, I think. You know, very easily and rack up damage quick. You know, Ivysaur is great for edge guarding. You know.
Yeah.
And Charizard is just kind of like a big hitter. He's a heavy.
So far, Crimson Chen's hero definitely surpassing the expectations set by Eris over here. Doing really solid.
Ooh. Okay. Where you get it? Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, almost.
The risky side B.
Yeah, almost hit the ledge right there. Okay. Very interesting match, wouldn't you say right now?
Oh yeah, I can totally see it.
Yeah, I know. It's really good. Hey, wait, did they call my name? Oh, okay. Well, I want to finish this. And I'm assuming that yes, and Hero has won. We are now in game.
We're game 3.
We're in game 3. Am I up? Am I up? Okay. I gotta go.
No, I was letting him out. Now we've got Muffle joining me on commentary.
Looking at the Gmail.
Of course, counter-picking Yahoo Mail.
Yeah. First, let's give it up for our 2 viewers. Thank you for being here.
One of you being WiseBot and the other being Peppertacular.
Thank you, Peppertacular.
Thank you, Pepper. So, Crimson Chen sticking with the hero as well as... I see.
Good.
As well as Retro Kenny sticking with the Pokemon trainer.
Making some... Oh, he didn't actually grab ledge. Making some good combos with Squirtle, which is the main, like, pro for Squirtle. Like, yeah, he can die early, but he can easily combo you up to, like, 40 if you really wanted to early game.
Alright. Now, Crimson Chin definitely going for a more risky option. Maybe he's a little bit more confident from that last game.
Spending a little more mana than what we were seeing second game, too.
It's very interesting. He's not very conservative with saving his mana when he's recovering. Even when he could just be getting back with like the lowest tier of up B, he still fully charges it.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna do it.
Hero has a very good recovery, but not even he can recover from that.
Yeah, unfortunately, the only time you should be using menu is when you're up high, because if you're trying to get that zoom, chances are RNGesus just isn't on your side.
Or if you're like in the bottom right, no chance. Your only hope is zoom.
It's a shame when you get zoom on stage.
That is a shame.
That's one less usable option you have, unless of course somebody figures out how to zoom and make it work.
One of the things that oh, you actually played the winner of this match.
Oh, nice.
One of the things that I thought would be a really neat thing for Hero is if you could come into the match with choosing the 4 options you get. Is it like assigned ones like you could in other RPG games? You have set moves. But then we realized that would be very swiftly OP.
Yeah,
with
because
Kaboom, heal, accelerate.
the whole reason
And zoom.
why he's got the full RNG and even all the algorithm like behind the RNG was to let the RNG sort of be the balancing factor between his OP moves and his other moves. And if they did come out with an option for him to do that, chances are they would have a very limited setup for how he could set it up. Like, he wouldn't be allowed his heal. He would probably be allowed his snooze. He'd probably get one option of like the stronger options, such as like maybe he might get whack. No, he actually wouldn't be allowed whack or whack.
He'd most likely opt for Kaboom.
He'd probably get Kaboom and then get like Sizz and actually we've already listed Snooze, Sizz, Kaboom,
Accelerate.
and he would get Accelerate. That would probably be what they would allow for him to have if they ever...
Zoom.
Maybe. Okay, so he would have a 5th option.
He'd have options.
But so basically he would be allowed the variants of like what we said, like Sizz and Boom, but he would only be allowed to have like one of the tougher options, and then the rest of them would have to be marginally weaker or neutral, or they would have to be neutral options.
Retro Kenny actually sealing out the set with a side B. Punishing, I believe that was forward air from Hero?
Yeah, Hero's got some slow aerials, or at least some with slow startup or slow end lag.